Okay, so we are going to continue with the previous session, and what we are going to configure now is policy based NATing. Okay, and for this the scenario is when you as an internet client, when you're going to your internal internal production servers, definitely you're going to go through firewall, right? So you actually belong to, just give me a minute, so you actually belong to this portion, internal client, right? Which means you belong to this VLAN. So you're going to go to this VLAN of the firewall, this interface of the firewall, and then you're going to go to the servers here. So basically these are two different zones. Now the rule is, if from here, if you're going to your server partner servers, then your IP address should get translated to this IP address, or maybe IP address of this interface. Do you get this? From here, when you're going to your production servers, your IP should get translated to and whenever you are whenever you are going to internet, it should go as usual. We have already done that part. Do you get this? Okay, so let's do this. Now you need some elements for this to be configured. One, you need source also, you need destination also, because you are going to match both of them, right? So what is your source? What is the destination? So you need an object for source, you need an object for destination. Your destination should not get translated, but your source and source should get translated to this IP. Okay, so let's create all those objects. So I'll say object show running okay, we already have an object here that serves my purpose. Okay, I need one for partner. I think I have that as well. No, I don't have. Partner is 172.16.10.0. It's 1000. Okay, I can use this, no worries. Done. Okay, so we are going to use these two objects. One is this source and this one is for destination. How do you write the rule? You say NAT internal, if you're going to partners, source, dynamically, any IP of this subnet, right? No. So it's a dynamic. Correct. Okay, then dynamic, and you give the real source object, which is this. This should get translated to the interface IP address of partner, which is 172.16.10.254. When, point is when this should happen. This should happen when your destination is this object. So this is your real destination, and if you do a question mark, This is your real destination. Okay, let me show you this. So if you do a question mark here, it says give your map destination and then give your real destination. Okay, so the rule goes to section number 1. Okay, do you get this? So what did you configure? You configured an object network. Okay, internal 10.1.1.0 subnet. Okay, then you configured another one, this one for then what did you do? This becomes a destination where you want to go. Okay, you could have taken a mapped IP. I did not take it. Then you write down the rule NAT internal to source if this is the one, change it to interface IP address. But do this when I'll write down here.
Object group destination is data.
When a destination is
partner
your mapped IP and your real IP. Now look at this portion. How you write this portion? Real IP, mapped IP. And how you write down destination? Real IP, mapped IP. The other way around. Here you first write down, this is, in this case, this is your real IP and this is going to be, but in case of destination, the first value here is going to be your, and the second value here is going to be your. Do you get this? Okay, we are supposed to create another rule wherein if you are going from here, if you are going here, then you should get translated to this IP address, your source, isn't?
Yes.
Now in this case I have multiple servers here. There's a problem. Either you select the whole subnet or either you write down all three objects. So you can easily do it. How? Create these separate objects, put them into another object group, use the object group. Simple.
One object group for destination, or we can create subnet directly.
Okay, so maybe you can do this. Object network write down the rule NAT if you're going from internal towards production. Source is dynamic. Source is dynamic. The source network is, this will be same. Okay, this portion will also be same. Destination static, but the object will be what? Show that. Do you get this?
Why we
When you add the destination static, that means reverse or reverse you're saying?
Which in this means you are checking source and you are checking destination. Both.
Source should make the destination.
Just give me a minute. Let me.
Translate the destination as this. Otherwise, don't. That is the
Both source and destination.
if and then rules.
But destination ये हो then translate.
So this is how your rules are mapping, and the mapping goes like this. So as per the last one, if it is coming from here, the internal, good, which takes care of this internal. The real subnet, the real IP address should be from this. This is source information. But at the same time in the packet you have to also check if the destination happens to be this subnet, which means this subnet. If this matches and the packet is received on internal interface of the firewall, then you have to check if this destination is towards production interface. In that case, what do? Change this IP address into this IP address, which is source, and change your destination IP address back to the original IP address. So in this case, the destination remains same, but your source gets translated from this to the IP address of production interface. Same thing happens in the second rule. Packet is coming from internal, source IP happens to be this, and destination IP happens to be the production server, which is here. Check the routing table. If the destination is towards partner interface, in that case you change this to interface, where interface refers to the IP address of, and then you change. Okay, so this portion here takes care of source, okay, and this portion here takes care of destination. All right, good enough. Just a small verification, and then you can note down this. So we go back to PC here, and what you can do is okay. So we tested for the server. This is 220. Okay, it works. We tested for the partner server 172.16.10. It works. Your IP gets translated to the 254 IP address, which is the interface IP address of firewall. Show interface IP brief. Show running interface.
Same
right?
security level also, we can't specifically allow it, right?
By access list we cannot allow.
Specifically.
Where?
If there are two security levels, same 100.
So in
We are assigning security level only to the interface, right?
So the verification part of this, what you can do is you can try to telnet or access the partner server. Okay, you get translated to the partner interface IP address, which is 254, and you can access your servers which are in production, okay, production zone, sorry. So you can access this, you can access I think, okay, it's supposed to be or any other server. Okay, so all these are basically mapping to the rules here. Okay, so all those rules are, so you can see it counts here. Show xlate is the command to check that. So this is where you are accessing it. Okay, so you going from internal to production, you going from internal to partner. Okay, so all those things are here. Do you get this? Clear? Okay. Next section we will see DNS rewrite and destination NAT, DNS rewrite, and policy based padding. Alright.